Everyday Superpower, where we talk body language, relationships, game, everything in between, moving onwards. We're getting into the video. College singles confess their crushes. We just saw the introduction, and now we're going to get into the game. So, my man Nut here is going to tell us the rules of this first round. Shall we jump in?
Let's get started with round one.
This is going to be based purely off of looks and vibes. So go off your gut.
This is going to be based purely off of looks and vibes, right? Let's pay attention.
This is going to be
So once again, she's talking loud and clear, but we're using two hands to hold the mic. We don't need two hands to hold the mic. We only need one. So this is an obstructive effort. The fingers are holding onto the other hand. This is a self-soothing, self-touching, pacifying behavior, releasing positive endorphins to the brain to combat the stressful hormone cortisol.
based purely off of looks and vibes. So go off your gut feeling, go off first impression.
Understand how when she looks over at the boys, she's creating this obstruction. Nope! Blockage! And when she moves over to the girls, she finds a little more comfort and she can express herself a bit more. She opens up her body language. Pay attention.
Really off of
Look,
looks
as soon as she looks over, boom, she releases that hand. She feels more comfortable with these girls, right?
and vibes. So go off your gut feeling, go off first impressions. Ready? We forgot
Round one.
the dry erase boards.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
That's a script.
All right. Well, we all have the whiteboards, so round one, your 30 seconds starts right now.
Right, so this is crazy. So I don't know how this would work, but I assume all these girls could just like choose one guy. That's crazy. Blonde guy, contestant number 4. Can you see him? Yeah, you can see him. Contestant number 4 is low-key mogging with the height. It just depends on how he holds himself. You know, it could come across as a little bit creepy and whatnot. I don't know him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he is. But it depends on, you know, how what energy you're emitting per se. But he's mogging as far as height is concerned. The other dudes, like this is a relatively short group of dudes here. And I don't say that in a derogatory fashion. I'm just saying it's very uniform. And normally, you know, we'll get someone a little more traditionally handsome. Let's keep moving. Let's see what's going on then.
Think about
Right, so they just got to deke over there and see what's going on.
it.
But it's politics as well, because if these two are in an in-group and the black guy writes down the blonde girl, let's say for an example, then this guy, his mate, might think, oh, I best not go for the blonde girl, then even though I liked her, because it becomes a little bit political. Do you see?
Whoever you think is the hottest.
Just pure vibes.
Yes. Or if you're looking for a different day, who's the ugliest, but don't tell them. But I'm not trying to change the rules of the show, sorry.
I'm nervous.
Okay. Number 11. This is the first manifestation of this behavior we've seen in his body language, holding on to the wrist. Pacifying behavior, self-soothing behavior, self-touching behavior, regressive behavior are like the child that once was, and the authority figure, the parental figure, who would hold on to the wrist, hold on to that particular area, and that brings back a soothing, regressive quality. Okay? Oh, I remember the golden days when I didn't have to stress over stuff like this. Let's go back to those days. Okay? With the blocking behaviors, these papers serve purpose. Because as you can see, such as I spoke of with the microphone, you don't need two hands to hold a mic. You don't need two hands to hold this whiteboard or this piece of paper that they're writing on. But they have the perfect excuse to create an obstruction. They have a perfect excuse to run away a little bit psychologically by using this whiteboard as a blockage between them and the potential threat, i.e. the women, i.e. the cameras recording them, and so forth. If I was here, I would ensure that I did not hold it up to my chest. I would ensure that I wasn't closed up whatsoever. You have your stomach exposed, your chest exposed, your groin area exposed. You're open, right? And this is where a lot of these dudes are going to flop, because naturally it's going to feel comfortable to them to hold it in this particular position, and no one's going to ask questions because nobody's educated on why this would be and why this would be deemed as a bit of a turn off to the women ahead of them, right? If you put an obstacle before me and you and obstruct my access to you, you're going to be less appealing. But if you're open and vulnerable, that's very attractive, right? We as men need to be vulnerable because that vulnerability exposes fearlessness. We don't mind if we're poked at. We don't mind if we're in harm's way. We don't mind if we are placing ourselves in the face of a threat, because we are self-secure and we know what we're worth and we know that we can deal with that situation. The feminine is going to find that attractive and understand that on a spiritual basis outside of their conscious awareness.
Time. That's pencils down.
All right, let's see those crushes. Hi. All right, are you ready to reveal?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right.
Little feminine competition here. So these girls have got to be attractive because their social credit is based on it. So this is the thing, right? We can see the same contestants over and over. We can see games being played. We can see it being utilized as entertainment. So sometimes you'll have videos, it's just like comedians, 7 comedians or 7 influencers. And it's like, it's more so good for business than it is they're going on for an actual date. But you have to understand there still is a biology that underwrites all of that social engineering, which means I as a man want to be number one, and she as a woman doesn't want to be rejected and put to the side. She needs to be valued for her beauty, and if she isn't, it's going to hurt her on a deeper level. And I need to be seen as a man, because if I'm rejected, that might be triggering as hell. I might have experienced that every day of my life, or I might have a high ego, and the moment you reject me, I'm hurt by that. So you see the balance here? That still exists in these people, regardless if we're trying to play a game for the camera. Okay? So the girls walk over. Watch.
Time. That's pencils down.
Pay attention. I want you to listen to the voice.
All right, let's see those
Hushed voice. Right, listen, na.
crushes. Hi.
She moves over. Hi, hi. How manipulative is this? But this is the real world. She elevates her voice to come across more baby-like, more childlike, less threatening. She gets mogged vocally by the black girl, who elevates her register above and beyond. And then I thought, well, maybe her voice is naturally just that high. When the black girl starts talking, it's not the case.
All right, are you ready to reveal?
As ready as I'll ever
See, that's her voice, not hi. I can't even hit that note. But you see where I'm coming from? There was a borderline competition there as to who was the more feminine. It's me, bitch.
be.
All right.
Nervous energy expressed with the bounce in there. Number 9. Put some respect on that. My guy's cheesing. Boys next to him cheesing. Number 12 not happy. Number 12 not cracking no smiles. Number 12 in a different world here. Black guy looking over. Smile on his face, leaning over, interested. Blonde guy. He's going to be quite distant throughout this, but put some respect on him. He's looking over, acknowledging the situation. The only guy who's not is this Asian fella here, who's just looking dead over, analysing the women as opposed to the guy.
Ooh.
That's the difference.
So what drew you to number 9?
I don't know. I like all black pits, so
I mean,
I don't know. He seems sweet. Yeah.
Listen, what attracted you to him? I don't know. I don't know. We can put a voice on it. We can put a twist on it. We can add a smile to it. But the answer to what was it about him was I don't know. Okay?
so what drew you to number 9?
I don't know. I like all black pits, so
I mean,
I don't know. He seems sweet. Yeah.
on to the next one. Hi.
Hi, my number is...
There we go. There we go. My guy was bloody had to double check it. My guy had to double check his number then. 12. Is that me? Come on now. Right, he's in the game. He's in the game. Pearly whites exposed.
That was so cute.
I just like how clean the outfit
But look, he was almost doubting of himself the way he had to check his number. Look. 12. And as she reveals it, she doesn't look directly at him. She actually disconnects from the reaction because she doesn't want to engage that much.
My
Look.
number is...
Reveals it. Disconnects. He looks down to double check. Is that in disbelief? You tell me. I don't know. He moves around. Expression of nervous energy. He's not still, he's moving. All right. Black girl number 4, covering the mouth. She might want to say something. She might want to behave in a particular manner, right? But she's blocking it. Mouth blocking behavior.
That was so cute.
I just like...
There we go. She was happy. She said it was cute. I believe her.
That was so cute.
I just like how clean the outfit came together, and I like the tattoo.
Hi.
Hi. Okay.
You got this. You got it.
Put some respect on my man. He checked the number again to double check. Put some respect on my guy.
Hi.
The clean trim.
Okay.
You got this.
The pearly whites. He look at the face. That's the face of disbelief. He had to double check again. Holy shit, me. Put some respect on my guy. There's going to be some competitive anxiety with the dudes here now. As some of these dudes aren't being chosen, this guy's excelling, right? When a man naturally wants to be number 1 because his testosterone tells him he needs to be number 1, right? Why do you want to be number 1? Because biologically speaking, you can provide for the family, you can ensure that you have more resources, which attract more women, which look after the kids better. It's our biological protocol. The moment a man starts excelling in our space, especially when it comes down to being chosen by the feminine, it's going to strike a degree of envy in the men around, right? They might not show it, but it'll come out in passive-aggressive nature. Let's keep watching. This is going to get good.
Okay, so what drew you also to number 12?
His smile's cute.
You're making him shy. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 8, shout out my guy. Looks like he's got the Tesco fit on. He's just been working at the self-serve checkouts.
What drew you to number 8?
I like his outfit.
It's a good fit.
Appreciate you.
Are you ready to reveal?
Yes.
Okay.
Host trying to be a little sexy here. Putting the breasts out on display. I'm a little teacup posture. Showcasing the hip to waist ratio. Wrist exposed to the camera. Erogenous zone. Pay attention. Number 9 running game. Number 9 running game.
I heard a gasp down there. What drew you to number 9?
He has a good smile.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey. Okay.
Bruh. Number 10, number 11, number 13, number 14. They haven't been chosen yet. They haven't been chosen yet. Pressure's on. It's just a game, bro. Don't mean that much sense. Bruh. You're on a YouTube channel with 1.25 million subscribers right now. Being rejected from the gene pool right now. Your young male brain might not be able to fathom what's going on, but you know you're feeling some degree of emotion. As your limbal circuit is firing up and saying, "Oh, ah, 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 ah." You can't turn off that primitive brain. It's a crazy situation. Let's see where we go.
Oh, you.
What drew you to number 8?
I also really liked his outfit. I like the shoes.
Thank you.
Okay, our last
Number 7. Looks the more mature of the group, right?
lady in the line. Hi. Okay, are you ready to reveal? So ready.
Number 10. My guy's wiping the sweat off of his forehead. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Guy mogging at the end, 14. Tallest guy, not being chosen. My question to you is, Am I perceiving this through the masculine gaze as opposed to the feminine? Is he not being chose because he was the most obvious? Right? Or is he genuinely not being chose because he's got an energy and he's coming forth with a bit of a character that is not aligned with what they value in a man? I'm posing you that question, okay? Because these black pillars would tell you he mogs. He's got the height, he's tall, he mogs the competition. So, black pillars, I need you to tell me why he hasn't been chosen. It's all up for discussion.
I picked 10. I love your outfit. I think you have a sweet little vibe, and I love the stash you got going on.
Thank you so
You're
much.
so welcome.
Love is in the air right now. Let's see who Mr. Popular. You kind of look like Joey from The Bachelor and also Luigi Mangione.
Hey, it does look a little bit like Luigi, to be fair with you.
Is that what?
My man says that's a good compliment. The ladies know it's a good compliment. Do you know if a lady comes up to you and says, oh, you look like Hugh Grant? Or you look like flipping, I don't care. Just name any somebody who is somebody. If they align you with a person of status, regardless of what you think, to how they look, it's always a good sign. You're elevating me, right, to celebrity status in your eyes. That's good. That's good. That's anchoring, right? Let me anchor myself to that. The only way is up.
Anyways, let's see who you're crushing on. Are you ready to turn your card over?
I'm a little nervous, but I chose number 6 because I like the Western vibe going on right now. I like it.
Well, maybe you guys can talk.
I like the Western vibe, he says.
I like the Western vibe going on right now. I like
Okay. Now, I was making out whether he was looking downwards in a submissive nature to disconnect from the intense communication as he was speaking, or whether the Western vibe was looking at her navel, if not her shoes. Initially, I thought shoes. I thought it was like, I like them boots. Do you know what I mean? Hey, a lot of men are like that. They just won't admit it.
I like it.
Well, maybe you guys can talk about it.
Pay attention as well. Some of these girls are still exposing the numbers, right? 8 and 8 is still exposed. Maybe because multiple girls have chosen number 8, so they want to argue in a sense and keep it strict. I chose you, you best choose me. Whereas some of the other girls have concealed their numbers, right? Hiding what they've chosen. Yeah? Some girls are showing what they've chosen continuously. Some girls have turned it away. I've made my decision, right? I can back off from that situation now. But it's funny how the 2 girls who chose number 8 are the ones who are continuing to expose these numbers, right? There could be a degree of competitive anxiety going on here because none of these girls want to be rejected, right? It's not going to do themselves any good because such as the men getting rejected, if the women get rejected, then they can't procreate. And if they can't procreate, their genes can't continue on. And it's not that that's the process of this video. They're not going to go on and, get it on and procreate, but it's the undercurrent of reality that exists in these fun, entertaining scenarios.
On your date because you guys matched. So let's see who you picked.
I picked number 4. I like the way that you're color coded, and green is my favorite color.
Is that number 8? No, that's number 9.
I picked number 4. I like the way that you're color coded, and green is.
We're talking about outfits here. We're talking about outfits, which I guess is an alright means of getting in there, but it's not different. Have you clocked on how everyone's talking about outfits? We could elevate this and see a deeper level of that person. I like the energy you're expressing. You seem fun. You seem reserved, and I'm fascinated in how you can keep your calm in this stressful environment. I mean, I'm shivering my timbers right now. You can crack a few jokes, you know what I mean? And elevate it to a deeper level of I see who you are, as opposed to I see the shell of you, because everyone's talking about dress sense. Right?
Is my favorite color.
That's what's up. All right. Number 10.
But look, pay attention. If this was a woman saying this, listen what's been said.
Favorite color.
Green's my favorite color, he tells her, right? If I was on this program, boom. If I was not on this program, but just living day to day, you got to remember these things. That'll get brought up in the future, right? That'll get brought up when you're getting a gift and you're being thoughtful. These are the components of their psyche you need to pay attention to. Green, why green? All right? What does green represent? How does green appeal to me?
That's what's up. All right.
Believe it or not, green is like voted as the ugliest color one can wear, by the way. Like, no BS. Like, green is the worst color you can wear as far as like general marketable attraction.
Number 10.
I picked number 3 because I liked all the jewelry and the whole outfit.
All right.
Still talking about jewelry, talking about outfit. It's basic. It's like when you first go to a workplace and you do some BS icebreaker to get to know each other, and it's sort of like, well, what do you do? What do you enjoy doing? And everyone's stuttering and buttering, going, I like to go out at the weekend. It's just basic. There's no depth. There's no character. There's no nothing. If you're on a program and you're competitive with these dudes, you can elevate yourself to a different position and give a little bit more. Come across as more mature, come across as more artistic, come across as more creative, come across as one with more of an imagination. Why does that matter? Because that imagination is going to get you rich. Because that imagination is going to stimulate her fascination, and so on and so forth. Pay attention. Now, I'd be gutted if I was number 13, if I was number 14, if I was number 11. I've got to pick a girl right now and none of them have picked me. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible situation to be in.
Number 11.
Yes, so I choose number 5. I just love her eyes and her necklace.
I love your eyes. I love your eyes. Let me compliment your eyes. He says necklace, watch.
Number 5. I just love her eyes and her necklace.
So, first and foremost, it's not a real smile she's put on. It's a orchestrated smile, all right? Watch.
Number 5. I just love her eyes and her...
She seems shocked when he brings it up. She puts this face on. This is a false smile. You'll see the hands raise
necklace
to the suprasternal notch. This is a threat response to cover up that which would be a life or death situation to expose before a threat. Okay, she stops looking over at him. She looks over to the host.
It sounded like they loved that. You killed it.
Sounded like they loved that. They being not the person you were initially speaking to, okay?
I love all of this.
W wrist. I chose number 6 because
My guy was doodling on there, watch.
W wrist. I chose number 6.
He's put a lightning bolt on there and he's drawn a little character of some sorts. He's provided an illustration as opposed to the strict number. Shows a regressive value, shows a creative value. It doesn't matter like whether it's good or bad. It shows a childlike state, which can be a lot of fun. Depending on what you want to put forward. You could want to be the parent speaking to the child in this situation. You could take the authoritarian role. I can lead you, right? I can teach you. I can look after you. I can provide for you. This bunch is young. So, generally speaking, it's not going to be too much an establishment within the psyche and the archetypes of these individuals. But, given you were, my age, given you were... No matter what age, you could be this person's age. If you got an old soul, you got an old soul, right? If you're educated, you're educated. If you're knowledgeable, you're knowledgeable. If you've got a few tales, a few experiences in the world, you can present that as such. He is approaching it in a regressive manner, childlike state, fun state. These ladies would like to have fun. They like spontaneity. It's a good way of separating yourself from the rest by saying these guys have come timid, colourless, strict. I've added a little more fluidity to my process. I've given a couple of little illustrations. I couldn't help it. It's just what I do. I like to express myself, okay? Wow, he expresses himself. He can emotively express himself and create a deeper connection than the guy who feels like he just has to be stubborn and stern and soulless, right?
Because I love her eyes. And
same old situation. I love her eyes, he says as he stutters and butters. She presents herself, starts exposing her neck.
Charming.
That means keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Let me expose my ear so I can hear more of what you have to say.
Because I love her eyes. And
Adi says that as a question because he has to give her a compliment. He just likes her as a whole and he should be more honest. The fact he says, I like her eyes, you know, there's no certainty in that. It's not the eyes you're interested in, my friend. All right?
she's charming.
And they're cracking up. Mutual agreement here. What we've seen here is thought-to-thought communication. What we've got here is some esoteric communication.
He took notes. He took notes.
All right, number 13.
You're blushing. Number 13, you got rejected, but who do you like? Go on.
Yep, I chose number 2 because she's the only one here with a skirt. I think that's different, so like stood out.
That's cool.
Put some respect on that. You're different. Let me give some props to that. I think that's a fair shout.
Nice.
Still talking about the dress, still talking about the attire, don't get me wrong, but identifying your differences and say, I like it for this particular reason, as opposed to 5 men in a row saying, I like your eyes. You know what I mean? At least there's some degree of acknowledgement and genuine observation in relation her in contrast to the rest. Okay? You're better than the other girls because you're unique. Have you seen that? Now these other girls are going to start to get a bit shook. Oh shit! Oh shit! I need to be seen as valuable and unique. Can you pick me because I'm a bit different in this way and that way? You see where I'm coming from? Competitive anxiety is induced.
Skirt.
Hey, wait.
Low-key negging the other women. Low-key negging, alright? Even though she's got a skirt on. But number 7, it's just sort of like, oh yeah, I didn't acknowledge you. There is another girl with a skirt on, but I didn't bring it up. Didn't even see you. I'm too focused on her with the long skirt. Your skirt is way too high. Do you know what I mean?
Oh wait, there's another skirt.
Number 7 got negged. It's fine, she says. It's fine. You didn't notice me. It's fine. Don't apologize. Don't clean it up. Just leave that there. You're going to have to chase me. We're engaging with these women emotionally now. These other boys haven't done that. My guy, low-key negged the targets. Come on now.
I'm sorry.
So offensive.
That's messed up. Why would you do that?
So offensive. Pay attention to this guy. Starts buttering her up. Look. Luigi here, watch.
I'm sorry.
So offensive.
That's messed up. Why would you?
Well, I guess she gives the mic over to get a little bit of an input, right? Force him into the conversation. But do you know what he does? He starts engaging like he's one of the women. He starts engaging like he's her girlfriend. He should have stood with his man there. He should have cracked a couple of jokes and said, it is what it is. But instead, he starts trying to butter the girls up. That's a position of weakness. He shouldn't have done this.
Guys, it's messed up.
I don't know if
We're
we'll
already starting beef right now. I don't really know what's up.
Sexual tension. You see how this shit works?
We'll meet outside.
Engaged emotionally. Engaged emotionally.
Catch me outside.
All right. Well, maybe so we could talk about skirts more in the next round. We'll see. All right.
All right. I also picked number 4. I really like how cohesive the outfit is. I think
My man said cohesive. Put some respect on that. Language, literature, vocabulary, comprehension. Yes. Cohesion. Yes.
her shoes have a super unique colorway, and I love belt buckles, and I think her belt buckle is really dope.
Incredible, very sweet. Also, you kind of look like Netspin.
Bro, you suck so much.
I'm sorry about it.
Hey, what you doing after this, little mama?
That's insane. That's insane. That's insane. He's showing a degree of confidence, but I'd you know, I've only just met you and we're going into the gay stuff. Like, that's crazy. You're supposed to be dating these women.
Sucks so much.
I'm sorry about it.
Now watch. He says you look like Netspend, all right? This celebrity figure, this artist.
Bro.
He says, bro.
You suck so.
You suck so much, as he says, so he pacifies himself by running his fingers through his hair, okay? Telling the host he sucks. Fair play. Because what you see is the host apologizes on a genuine level. I need to keep this show going. I didn't mean to actually offend you if that's the case. He reaches out, all right? I've got to keep the peace here, okay? Because there's an uncertainty. And fair shout to Nut here. Let me put some respect on there because he is socially calibrated to understand that there is a potential, you know, the joke, the, you know, arguably manufactured aggression in his voice, or you suck, could actually come from a reality. That joke could be rooted in the fact that I am actually offended. So give some respect to Nut there, who's actually creating a connection out of that, and said, no. Let's rewind, yeah.
Hey, what you doing after this, though, Mama?
Me? I don't know. I'm hosting another episode. But anyways, wow, incredible.
There was a cut there. That's crazy. That's crazy. Black guy is repulsed by that. He takes a step back. He doesn't want to be a participant of that situation. Notice how everybody's aligned except the guy who was next to the blonde guy when he started saying, what you doing, little mama, and all that. My guy backs out of the situation. Disappears from sight. Do you know that Homer Simpson meme where he blends into the hedge? That's what we're seeing right there.
Incredible love connections in round one.
It was so cute and wholesome. I loved every second of that.
And I think a match. Why don't you guys go step out?
And walk off into the nectar sunset together.
Brianna and Jack.
Do you want to wash your hands?
Wagamamas.
To the shops? No. Do you want to help me with my emails? No. Fair enough.
You want to go to Wagamama?
Can I have noodles?
Pay attention to the Wagamama being a downwards pointing star, 5-pointed star.
Nasal sprays can feel like this. Try Fine Nasal Mist from Ultravin. Helps you breathe.
I'm copying that, people. I'm copying that. Right, we're on round number 1, speed dates. I'll see you there, people, yeah?